right. Raise your right hand for me, please. Do you swear to tell the whole truth? You swear to tell the truth and the truth,
the whole truth,
and
nothing but
the truth. So help you God.
Do I have a wait? Aren't I supposed to raise my left hand and put my hand on the Bible? Oh, that's the president. I promise to serve and protect this country to the best of my presidential ability. I mean, yes, I swear to tell the whole truth. Yes.
What really happened to the squirrel in your backyard, Matthew?
Squirrel in my backyard. It was eating acorns in a tree.
And it just died on its own?
It suffocated on the acorn crumbs and, just wrong time, wrong acorn.
Likely story.
Oh, it's the truth. I sure didn't shoot it with a gun. 22 caliber rifle.
22 caliber rifle is still a pretty gun to shoot a squirrel with, don't you think?
Oh, I mean, sure. Yeah, totally.
Welcome to the Garlic Boys podcast, where we treat friendship like a good recipe treats garlic. You can never have too much of it. We're your hosts. I'm Connor O'Connor.
And I would actually like you to shut up because I'm in the middle of a speech here, actually. My name is Michelle Yeoh. My name is Michelle Yeoh from the hit amazing movie Everything Everywhere All at Once, which I still haven't seen, but I've heard good things about it. And I'm here as a extremely amazing, empowered woman talking about Hollywood and how much it sucks. That's all I got.
This is in reference to last week how neither one of us could remember her name.
Yes. I listen, she is such an amazing woman. And I was doing her a disservice by not remembering her name. So I made sure to come back on this show and remember her name.
In fairness, I have also not watched Everything Everywhere All at Once.
It's because you have to have a Showtime subscription to watch it.
Who has a Showtime subscription?
Apparently I do. And I still haven't watched it. So I think I got a Showtime subscription because I wanted to watch Dexter New Blood. Yeah, I was very excited for that. And then I guess I just forgot to cancel it. Sorry, Mom.
I think my mom watched that show and she was disappointed by it.
I was into it, but yeah, it was kind of a letdown. They plan on doing more, but who knows, in this day and age.
I don't know. I fell off of Dexter after season 3, which is disappointing because Jimmy Smits was in that season and he's a fantastic actor. He plays Bail Organa in Star Wars as well as Matthew Santos on The West Wing. If you haven't watched The West Wing, I highly recommend it. I watch it all the time.
Oh, that's a government show, isn't it?
Yes, it's about the West Wing of the White House where the president works, Matthew.
Gotcha. Yeah,
I gotta stop doing that. Why do I keep calling you Matthew?
I don't know. It feels weird. But like presidential shows are not really my speed. My mom tried to get me into Designated Survivor and Madam Secretary. Not really my speed though. 24, however, that's full my speed.
I just finished New Amsterdam, which was like a medical drama, and it's based in New York's first public or the United States' first public hospital, or like something like that. And it's a hospital in New York where, like, even if you don't have insurance, they'll treat you, and like it's a safe haven and things like that. And the doctor comes in, and he's the new medical director, which is basically like the dean of medicine in this show. And he, like, on his first day, fires the entire cardiac department because they have the highest billing rates. It's like, we're not going to milk people for money anymore. We're going to be a responsible billing practices and things like that. And like, it's really weird and like very melodramatic with no reason.
Right.
Like, you know how song or shows will have like songs at the end, it's like usually some sort of pop song if it's happy, whatever. It was playing the sad acoustic covers of pop songs at the end. So it's like, what vibe do you want me to feel right now?
Shake it off, shake it off.
That was one of the songs. I swear to you.
That's amazing.
But like it was decent as in which like it actually showed the doctors being capable.
Okay.
This is it helped me with an idea that I've been thinking about for a little while to do a video on of like the death rates in different TV hospitals. Because I think I saw someone break down like Grey's Anatomy's death rate, and it's like if it was a real life hospital, it would be shut down so quickly.
Oh yeah.
Because I think it's like 1 in 3 patients die.
Dang, they are not good doctors.
No, they're not.
That's why,
but like in the world of the show, they're like, these are the best surgeons in the country. It's like, no, they're not.
I can't stand, like, obviously shows are they're not going to be realistic all the time because realisticness is boring. Because life is boring. Most of the time. But like I just can't stand like The Rookie. All right, it may be a little bit exaggerated as far as like, you know, how many times they actually deal with serial killers and how many times they actually do this and that. Like, it's a little exaggerated, but it is so, from my experience, my limited experience, albeit, really accurate. Like it feels like it's trying. May not be the most accurate TV show out there, but like it just, like The Good Doctor, House, those are really okay. House, not so much. The Good Doctor is a really, really decent medical show, and it is super phenomenal how they actually seem to try, as opposed to like Grey's Anatomy. Like they don't lose nearly as many people in The Good Doctor as they do in Grey's.
Well, like with those are all like dramas, and so like you expect them to be like life and death situations. I know, and you mentioned The Rookie, that's more of a comedy, but that's just Nathan Fillion's charm and everything.
Right.
But like if you even look at Scrubs, they had a medical like
consultant or something.
Consultant, yeah, that's the word. Thank you. And he is known as the real JD because he was I think he and the show's creator Bill Lawrence, I think they were roommates at college or friends at college or whatever. And so he was like, hey, I want to write a show about being a young doctor. Can you like he just pulled like some life experience and things like that. And so like I think it was voted one of the more medically accurate, if not the most medically accurate TV show.
That's interesting.
But there's still like melodramatic moments and everything, and like patients die, but like that happens. It's not super often.
It almost seems to me like the people that write shows like Grey's Anatomy are like, oh man, it would be so cool to be a doctor. So then they write a show about it. But like the people that write somewhat accurate shows are like, this is what a doctor's life is like. They do actual research. They bring actual consultants in, and it may be a comedy, it may be a drama. They have to add some stuff to keep people interested. But like, there's ways to do that. You know what I mean? Like, there's, instead of just saying, hey, it would be really cool to be a doctor, so let's make a show that has zero research into it about doctors.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
I think a lot of times, especially with comedy, you'll see where people put more research and time and effort into the world building and like getting things right. Because with comedy, you want to heighten it to a comedic level. You want to make the situations what's funny. And so if you know where to start properly and then to take it to that height, then it's going to be funnier and it's going to be more successful because you had a grounded space to begin with. With Grey's and with other dramas, you're taking it and you're like, okay, we have to make this as dramatic as possible. What are we going to do? Oh, some guy gets shot with a homemade tank, and now there's an unexploded bomb in his chest. We have to do surgery to get it out. It like those like that's a real plot on Grey's Anatomy.
Oh my gosh!
Sorry, I wanted to.
I didn't know that was. I thought you were just making that up.
That's a completely serious thing that happens.
But that's the wildest thing ever. Like, that would never happen. And I, not watching any Grey's Anatomy ever in my life, or even watching any videos on Grey's Anatomy, thought you were completely making that up for satirical comedic effect.
That was like season 2.
2?
Yeah.
That's like a 8th season running out of ideas kind of.
So early in the show.
That is
I could be wrong in it being exactly season 2, but it's so early in the show. Oh
my gosh. Who watches that? Christina. That's who.
In their defense, I've also watched most of it.
Oh boy.
I stopped right in during like the COVID era on the show because the main character, Meredith Grey, has died about 7 times.
What?
At least if she was a real person, the things that have happened to her, she should be dead. And then in the show, she gets COVID and goes into a coma and starts dreaming of all the people that have died from the past. Oh yeah, it's not just patients that die. Most of the staff has died as well.
Isn't Patrick Dempsey in that show, or was he? Did he die?
He did die, yes.
Nice.
I think there's more dead cast members than there are alive cast members.
That's
on the show. Like, yeah.
I don't know. I'm happy for the people that just mindlessly watch that and find it enjoyable. I, however, cannot. I am unable.
Well, being able to have the discernment like that to actually understand if something is enjoyable or not is a good skill to have and makes you very clever.
Oh boy.
Speaking of clever, Matt, are you ready for this week's spelling? Nope.
It felt a little forced, honestly. You want to run that back again one more time?
Speaking of clever, Matt, are you ready for this week? You can't keep interrupting me.
That was the point. Yeah, sorry. Lips sealed. Locked. It's a vault.
Speaking of clever, Matt, are you ready for this week's Clever Boy quiz?
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Alrighty. This is a fun one. This one is called Spell Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's a good name.
We are doing a spelling bee. I just thought of a more fun way to do this where I have you spell out the name of spells, but I didn't do that. I just picked regular words.
I'm actually okay with that.
All right. Basically, all you have to do is just spell the word correctly.
Okay. I will do my best.
Now, you have a distinct advantage over you actually know how to spell, and I don't. But all of these were auto-corrected by my phone. And if I did not know how to spell them myself, I dictated it to it. So I'm just going by how the phone spells it. If it is not the proper spelling, that is not my fault. Okay?
You did your due diligence.
I did the best, literally the best I could.
All right.
Word number 1, receipt.
Oh, yeah. Actually. All right.
If we could go by spelling bee rules, where you say the word, spell it, and then say the word, please.
All right. Receipt. RECEIPT. Receipt.
Matt, that is correct. Good job.
All right. The one time that I before E except after C actually works.
Yeah. I before E except after C, or when sounding like A, such a neighbor is way.
And you'll always be wrong, no matter what
you say. Number 2, photosynthesis.
Oh gosh. Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis.
Matt, that is correct. Look at you.
Do you mind if I do you I guess I should ask this because the words are going to get harder. I'm not stupid. I'm one step away, one loss away from the punishment. You're going to lure me into a false sense of security, and then you're going to give me like onomatopoeia or something. I don't test me with supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I actually know how to spell that.
Do you know how to spell hypomenstresisquipedaliophobia?
No, not even. I could try. That's where I'm getting with this. Sometimes stringing out a big long word can be difficult in my head. Am I able to write it down to see if I think it looks correct on paper? No autocorrect. No autocorrect.
I don't think I have any words that'll be that long. Okay. But I will give you one lifeline that if you need to write it out, you can.
Okay, sounds good.
Actually, I'll let you do it for 2 words. After 2 words, though, you can't write it down. So use your lifelines wisely.
I don't have any paper, so this is gonna.
Then why did you ask to do that?
Because I would have gotten up to get paper, and you would have just cut out the in between.
Number 3, crustaceans.
Crustaceans, as in, can you use it in a sentence?
Let's go to Red Lobster and eat some of those crustaceans.
All right. Crustaceans. CRUST. EC. Oh gosh. EANS. Crustaceans.
I am sorry, Matt. That is incorrect. It is CRUSTACEANS.
One letter. One.
That's okay. There's only the 3rd word.
Yep. Yep.
Next time, I'm being helpful here, not being snooty. Crustacean is just crust and then oceans, but with an A.
Good to know. That would have been nice to know 2 seconds ago before I answered.
Yep. Number 4, mitochondria.
Oh, mitochondria is powerhouse of the cell.
Exactly.
Is that the sentence you would have used?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
All right. MITOCH.
I'm sorry. Can you?
Mitochondria.
Thank you.
MITOCHONDRIA. Mitochondria.
Matt, that is correct.
I love spelling so much.
I know. Look how big the smile is on your face. All right, number 5, Massachusetts.
Oh, I hate you so much. I made it to 5. Not a good. I've never been able to spell this word ever.
Yep.
Okay. Massachusetts.
There we go.
MASSACHUSETTES. Massachusetts.
I'm sorry, Matt. That is incorrect.
I hate that word.
It's MASSACHUSETTS.
No ES.
There's no ES.
Oh man. I'm close to even the ones I got wrong, just like one letter each.
You haven't done anything like egregiously wrong yet.
Right. Yet.
But that can change. Number 6, penguins.
Don't you mean penguins? Penguins. PENGUINS. Penguins.
That is correct.
All right. Cool.
That word was in there because I've never successfully spelled penguins.
That's fair.
Not once. All right. Number 7, croissant.
All right. Croissant. Croissant. Croissant.
Final answer.
Yes, I did finish by saying croissant. So you
That
just
is
missed saying
correct.
final answer in these.
I'm so used to saying it. You are
I
correct.
know.
That is how you spell it.
All right.
Just so you know, the sentence for that one would have been, "Stop! I could have dropped my croissant."
You should. One of the quizzes you should do is like finish the vine.
If you remember, I think one time at college, you, me, and Trey did that.
Did we really?
They had found some sort of like, I think it was like a BuzzFeed quiz, and they gave the first. Oh no, I don't think you were there. I think I remember doing this with them though. Like they found a BuzzFeed quiz that was like, "This is the first letter of or the first word of a vine. Can you guess what the vine is?"
That's amazing.
All right, word number 8. Thalassophobia.
Oh, but this is my biggest fear, and if I can't spell it right, I'm going to be so disappointed in myself.
Ooh, spooky.
All right. Thalassophobia. THAL. ASS OPHOBIA. Thalassophobia. I hope there's one L in that.
Did you say 2 L's?
I said one.
Oh, then you're correct.
Oh, yes.
All right. Number 9. Necromancy.
Oh, that's easy. Necromancy. I hope it's easy, actually. Necromancy. NECROMANCY. Necromancy.
That is correct.
Nice.
You feeling good?
I missed 2. I crushed this clever boy.
You feeling good?
I am.
Sure. Okay. Ready?
What do you mean, sure, okay?
Yeah. Number
Even
10.
if I get this one wrong, I can't lose. Right? Like, I just have to get
Wait,
over
you thought
half.
we were only doing 10?
Oh, boy. All right. Let's keep going.
Number 10. Nebuchadnezzar.
Oh, my gosh. Why? Oh, we just call him Nebby. Like, come on, dude.
Mr. Nebby.
All right. Nebuchadnezzar. I couldn't, even when I was like fully immersed into VeggieTale lore, I still couldn't. You could ask me back then and I still wouldn't be able to spell this. All right. Nebuchadnezzar. NEB, of course. NEB A C H. I don't think that's right, but it's fine. A D NEZZER. That is so wrong. All right, that's Nebuchadnezzar. That's it.
Matt, that is incorrect.
I'm not surprised.
You fell off early on that one.
I fell off after 4 letters.
3. It is NEBUCHADNEZZAR.
I only missed 1 letter? Oh, AR. I missed 2 letters. That's my worst one so far. But 2 letters is still pretty good track record.
Yeah, you're still in it. For now.
Spell, yeah. Get it? Because I used... Sorry.
All right, number 11. Onomatopoeia.
Oh, hey! I think I actually know how to spell this one. Sorry. Onomatopoeia. ON AM AT onomat O P EA Onomatopoeia? Awkward silence until you
Matt,
figure out.
did you say an O after the P?
No, I didn't.
Then I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
Forgot the O. I should have just said yes. No, integrity, Matt. Integrity.
That's what I was hoping for. I knew you would be integrous about it. And I'm proud of you for that.
I hate my good-naturedness.
All right, number 12, pistachio.
Pistachio. Pistachios. Pistachio. 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 Pistachio disguisey. Okay, sorry. Pistachio. Pistachio. Pistachio?
Is that your final answer?
Pistachio? Yeah, I guess.
Matt, that is correct.
All right.
Feeling good so far?
Feeling good so far. Yeah.
All right. Only 3 more. Your third word. Worcestershire.
Oh, you suck so much. All right. I think I can spell this. Worcestershire is WORCESTERSHIRE. Worcestershire.
Final answer?
Yes.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Let me do some math here. All right. So it looks like you have 1, but I still have 2 more words. So let's see how you can do here.
Okay.
Number 14. Parenthetically.
Huh?
Parenthetically.
Parenthetically. Okay. I heard panthetically, and can you use it in a sentence? It's okay if you can't. As in using parentheses.
Yes.
Okay.
I can't say that word. So I was trying to find another. I can't. Okay, everybody, listen to this. I can't say parentheses.
It's okay. I couldn't say Worcestershire.
No one can. Other people can say parentheses.
All right. Parenthetically is PARENTHETICALLY. Parenthetically.
That is correct. I thought you were only going to do 1 L. I'm very impressed with you.
Why would I only do 1 L? You never do just 1 L.
Well, sometimes you do 1 L.
Oh, like
Probably is only 1 L.
Yeah, but that's not parenthetically.
Right.
All right.
Oh, yeah, you're correct. Sorry. For number 15, contentious.
Contentious.
Oh, sorry, conscientious.
Conscientious. That's a whole different word. All right. I got this. No, I don't got this. No. I got this.
Conscientious.
Conscientious. Conscientious. Okay, doesn't matter. That word. CONSCIENCIOUS. Conscientious.
Matt, I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
What? All right.
It is CONSCIENTIOUS.
Dumb T.
However, even though you got that last one right or wrong, you have 2/3 of the words correct, which allows you to put another check mark in your clever boy wins column,
What's
which
number 5?
that makes you 50,000 clevers under the sea.
Nice. All
Which is
right.
supposed to be a play on 50,000 leagues under the sea.
I
Or is
think
it
they got
20,000 leagues under the sea? I don't know. I'm not a book guy. But
that the number of leagues under a sea. That
correct. Matt, that makes you means that next week you have narrowly avoided your punishment, and so you will live to survive another week.
Yeah. I'm so excited. I am dreading this. Whatever that. Honestly, the punishment could honestly just be the anticipation of whatever the punishment would be.
Oh no, you're gonna hate the punishment more.
Yeah, I'm sure I will, but But for now, I'm holding it off. A one-man army, doing good.
Alrighty, Matt, hit us with your topic for this week.
My topic for this week. All right. It's a good one. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry, my thing is malfunctioning. All right.
1 in 5 guys.
The prompt is.
Oh, it's a prompt.
Yeah, it's a prompt.
Okay. Okay.
I hate that word, but I have to use it because it makes sense in this sentence.
You do it now. You have to be prompt.
You are teleported to medieval times. All right. Teleported to the early medieval times, which I think is like the 1400. I don't know when it was. The medieval times.
Depends. Has the Black Plague happened yet?
Sure.
So Dark Ages.
Think of like King Arthur time. I don't know when that was.
Oh, that's about the 1200s.
Sure, then 1200s.
Come on, dude. Learn.
You're teleported to medieval times by a wizard. Let's name him Merlin.
Okay.
You can't take any modern day weapons. Nothing at all. Can't take any modern day stuff. And not just weapons, but any modern day stuff.
Okay.
However, Merlin does give you this. You can only choose 2 people whose powers and abilities you can become and use. So essentially think of like 2 superheroes that you're merging together. And that is what you can bring back with you to the medieval times. Also, he gives you a mythical animal as your pet or familiar. So you can also have one of those of your choice. What would you do? What would you choose?
I have a few questions here.
Okay, a few answers.
Okay. The heroes that I can choose from, is it just any superhero that I know of, or is he going to hand me a list and like choose which superhero that you want from this list?
It just says 2 people whose powers and abilities, so it doesn't have to be just superheroes either. Okay. There's no list. You get to pick 2 in the moment off the top of your head, 2 people whose powers and abilities you would choose to have.
Gotcha. And so like I then have to try and survive as long as possible in medieval times.
Well, you just live there now. Like that. Okay. That is your life. Right. Medieval times from then on forward.
Cool. I'm gonna choose the one above all. Who is basically just God in the Marvel universe. And is actually just a stand-in for the writers. So that I can change anything that I want and actually just come back in time.
You're just taking the cop out. You're just going. You're just going. No, God. I choose God. That's who I choose.
I become God. Yeah.
Quite literally, like our Lord and Savior, Jesus, God, Trinity, the whole thing. That's what I become. No, come on.
Technically, no, because those are 2 separate entities. inside the Marvel universe,
I
there
understand
is
that, but
God, but then there's also
you're
the one above
essentially
all.
just giving yourself God powers, which is like putting God mode cheats on like Skyrim and just demolishing dragons with a single hit. That's
Yeah.
not fun. What's the fun in that?
Okay, what do you want me to say then? You said any hero I have knowledge of, or any person whose powers I have knowledge of.
All right, that's fine.
No, I'll play along. I mean, my obvious choice is to actually just go for like Deadpool for two reasons: the healing factor, because he has, I think, the strongest healing factor in comics. I wanted to go Wolverine, but like his healing factor eventually fails him.
Right.
But like Deadpool can technically live forever. I think specific runs he's not able to die anymore because Thanos cursed him to never be able to be with Lady Death because Thanos was in love with Lady Death, but Lady Death was in love with Deadpool. It's weird and convoluted. So I'd probably go with that for the healing factor, as well as his swordsmanship.
Yeah,
because he does very well with katanas and everything. And then I'd probably also go with Taskmaster, so that I'd be able to study, learn, and copy anyone's fighting styles and techniques. That way, I can be a formidable opponent if it comes to wars and stuff.
Yeah.
So I can just be the immortal war king, basically.
All right. That's actually some pretty good picks. I probably should have thought of some before having the pressure on me to think of some.
This was your prompt. You didn't think of anything?
Not even remotely. I really should have. See, the issue is I procrastinate a lot. So now I have to go against my nature, my ADHD, lovely brain, and look around my room and try and figure something out. You know what?
Well, while you're thinking, I'm going to talk. If I didn't have to pick Deadpool, I'd still want to go with Taskmaster. But I think like for if Deadpool's, everyone's going to say Deadpool, whatever, fine.
I didn't say anything. I thought
I know, but I know what people are thinking. Okay. I want to go with Wally West the Flash. Because he's canonically the fastest speedster in the DC universe, and having a Flash's power will technically give me access to the Speed Force, which if you're magically giving me anyone's powers, it should be able to create the circumstances that give me their powers as well.
Right.
And because of that, the Speed Force then makes it possible for me not to die by going at supersonic speeds.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know if you've watched this, but Film Theory, Matt Pat did a video on how Superman racing the Flash should have caused the Earth to explode, because any sort of particles that hit other particles at the speeds that they were going would cause massive like booms, basically, and just like the only reason that the Flash doesn't die is because the Speed Force has this layer of protection around him while he's running that makes it safe for him to do that. That it's not noted that any other speedster outside of like the Flashes and like anyone who has the Speed Force speed actually has the ability to withstand. So like Superman, Quicksilver, oh man, what's her name from Eternals? Akari. They shouldn't be able to be as fast as the Flash, even though they're seem to rival his speed.
Interesting. Didn't know any of that. That's kind of cool.
If me playing chess by myself wasn't nerdy enough for you listeners, I just broke down how the Flash is impractical. Still my favorite hero, though.
That's fair. You can have your favorite. I mean, Spider-Man's practical. He's my favorite. All right. I think I figured it out. There's a few contenders that I might need to talk through a little bit. Kirby, that's obviously one contender. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. That's a bad choice. Black Panther, that's like a pretty good contender, just because first of all, armor is pretty dang good in medieval times, especially impenetrable armor. And agility, all that good stuff. I also thought of like archers, like Hawkeye or Green Arrow would be pretty decent back then, although I'd have to be like kind of in the sidelines. I wouldn't be able to be like the front lines, of any wars or anything like that. I couldn't join the Knights of the Round Table is basically what I'm saying. Although he does do pretty good with any weapon. Green Arrow does, at least. So does Hawkeye, actually, as Ronin. But anyway, the ones that really stuck with me, though, however, I always liked Merlin. Merlin has been one of my favorites. So, like, I was thinking like a Doctor Strange.
Okay, sorry. I thought you were going to say Merlin teleports you back into medieval time and goes, I'll give you anyone's power. And you go, I want yours, my guy.
Yours.
Let's do some spells. Yeah.
Yes. No, that is... You know what? I've changed my mind. I want Merlin's. Merlin, I want to take his powers for myself. I mean, he's giving me this. He's offering me any people's abilities. So for sure, I'm going to take Merlin's. But first of all, he has to give me the second one before he gives me his own powers. Okay. So the second one, I was thinking, I definitely want to do some sort of Batman. He doesn't have abilities necessarily, but he is extremely smart. And he does have abilities. He doesn't have superpowers.
Right. I would count the abilities for Batman. So like the intelligence, the battle practice, any martial arts, things like that. So that's actually not a bad choice.
Right. And in the sense of like, so essentially I'm mixing magic and a martial class, which, doesn't always work, but, clerics, so
I thought that's more paladin.
It's both. I mean, it depends on if you're like a battle cleric, or you can be a battle cleric.
Yeah, I've usually played with support clerics though. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. There are battle martial classes that mix. You can multi-class, all that jazz. But I think Batman would be pretty great, especially in wartime. I could honestly lead an entire kingdom with Batman's smarts and tactical advantages, as well as just be freaking awesome on the battlefield. And then I have magic,
It'd be great because then you just adopt any of the orphans that die in your kingdom.
There you go. That's even better. I train a team of elite Robins. Excuse me. Yes, please.
You just have a giant shilling in the basement of your castle instead of a giant penny. That reminds me. Have you read I think it's the Dark Knights with a K. It's like a Elsewhere story for DC, where it's like Game of Thrones meets the Justice League.
I've seen art from it, I believe, but I haven't read it. And actually, that sounds very interesting.
It is very interesting. I recommend you check it out. I've watched some videos explaining it and like breaking down the story of it and everything, and it's very cool. I haven't actually read it yet. I actually got to go look and see if I can find it anywhere. But
yeah, it'd be nice to get like a full graphic novel of like the whole run.
Exactly. But I'm not sure if the run has finished yet, so that's like the biggest thing that I
got you. That actually sounds really cool. I like essentially putting like a filter on like known stories, because it gives it like a uniqueness. Like there's a samurai type one too, I believe. Or was it Batman? I think it was.
There was a Batman, Samurai Batman.
Yeah.
story where it's actually Batman and the Joker and Catwoman and Harley Quinn and all them get teleported back in time to like Shogun Japan, I think is the time period.
I didn't know that. I thought it was just like a new skin on on the Batman story.
If you want a new skin on the Batman story, read Gotham by Gaslight.
I actually watched the movie.
So the movie is different from the actual story because the actual story, Jack the Ripper, who is the main villain in it, is someone different than what's revealed in the movie.
Okay. Interesting.
I won't spoil because it's not a great twist, but it's somewhat interesting.
Oh yeah, for sure. The one thing we both have it done as far as my prompt is the mythical beast that we get to take with us. So yes. Did you have time to think about that?
Yes, I did. I would like to bring Rayquaza with me.
Okay, that's fair.
Oh, why? You hadn't even considered Pokemon, had you?
No, I didn't. Why?
There's a Sky Dragon. Rayquaza is like one of the coolest looking Pokemon. He's not my favorite Pokemon, but he's one of the coolest looking. Do you imagine I'm an immortal king that can run as fast as possible? Oh no, I took away my immortality. I'm a super fast, hyper intelligent fighting king, and it's like, oh, we have him captured, and then just the Sky Guardian comes down and goes, Wah! And you're dead.
I think if I'll go Pokemon route 2. If I was gonna have Pokemon as my mythical creature back then, part of me wants something very small, like a familiar, essentially. Like if I'm gonna be Merlin, a familiar would be kind of cool. But also, I wouldn't mind riding a dragon into war. There's a book series called Merlin's Dragon. It's a very good book series, but it would be awesome to ride like some sort of dragon. Or even better, what if Rapidash would be cool, just having a flaming horse. That would be intimidating on top of my Batman intimidation.
You could do Aegislash.
That would be kind of cool too, like a magic sword. There you go. Like that's actually pretty good. That, or I was thinking if we were doing like you did a legendary, so maybe I should do a legendary. I think Moltres would be dope, especially the sorry. So,
the Galarian form?
Yes. Like that one to me is so much cooler than the original form.
Right.
And I think like a Phoenix essentially would be pretty dope to have on my side in battle.
I mean, if we were going to pick true mythical animals, I would have picked a Phoenix.
Phoenixes are so cool.
Yeah.
Like for sure. Like that's always been high on my list, is having a Phoenix. That was my
I like that
topic.
That was fun.
It was fun. It was kind of different than my usual TV and movies prompt.
It still somehow made it back there. It's pop culture.
Somehow, yeah.
You bring us into the pop culture space, and that's what's fun.
Yeah. Cool.
Sorry, there was a noise. I moved back in with my mom, and she has 3 cats.
Yeah,
there's this noise the dog's 14 though, so he's just chilling somewhere.
He barks a lot though.
Not really.
He can, I guess.
He can, but like he's pretty calm. Anyways, as teased last week, I should say, with the discussion of what we think our favorite potatoes were, we decided that we were going to make a top 10 list. You
got this, bud.
I hate words. I can't think of the word. In the interest of time, which I just wasted so much more of. I'm just gonna run down my whole list.
Okay.
And then you can like add some comments in as we go through, and then we'll do the same for yours.
Even better. I like that.
All right. So number 10, scalloped potatoes.
That's your no. Oh, okay. All right. That's fair. I thought.
We have been over how top 10 lists work, Matthew.
Yeah. We start at the bottom, we go up. I get it. I just
I'm
for some
counting
reason
down.
forgot that. Yeah. But
Scalloped
going
potatoes.
okay. Mm-hmm.
Number 9, the smiley fries.
Okay, that's number 9 for you. I didn't even think of the smiley fries, which is wild, but they would be so much higher.
They're great. There's a reason they're not higher. Just wait.
Okay.
Number 8 are McDonald's hash browns.
McDonald's. Okay. All right. Just
Like a fresh fried McDonald's hash brown. So I don't like when it's shaved potatoes. I like it more with, I guess, a tater tot texture.
So tater tots are real low, but you like it with a tater tot texture.
I never said tater tots were real low. I said they were lower than you would want them to be. Number 7 is a potato pancake. This is something my family does after a holiday. If we have leftover mashed potatoes, we will form it into like a patty or a puck and then grill it off on a pan like a pancake.
Oh, okay. Weird, but fair.
An acceptable variation of that is also shredding a potato into pancake batter, which is something my nana used to do for us, and that's not bad either. It's just like putting a hash brown inside a pancake. It's not bad.
I don't know who does that at all, but okay. I'll take your word for it.
Number 6 is home fries. So that's just like I guess sauteed or like pan seared potatoes. Number 5 are cottage fries, which are like the same size and shape as home fries, but you fry them instead of pan fry them. So like they're deep fried home fries. There's a diner near where I live that serves them, and it's one of my favorite places to go for breakfast. It's really great.
Okay.
Number 4 is tater tots.
That hurts. It really does.
Yeah.
Anything but one is incorrect, but I'll let it slide.
You're gonna be mad at me because number 3 is potato salad.
Oh my gosh! This might have to be our last episode. I don't know. I don't know if I can keep doing this.
My mom makes pretty dope potato salad, dude.
Potato salad is so gross.
That's because people add too much vinegar. If you get like the store,
who's adding vinegar?
We put pickle juice in it, so like it's a seasoned vinegar instead of just straight brine. Look, there's a way to make it good. Do not get store-bought potato salad. Make it yourself, okay?
It's so bland. Store-bought potato salad is bland. It's nasty. Sorry.
Number 2 is steak fries, specifically the ones from Red Robin, because you get more space to get the ranch onto it, and so that it goes into my mouth quicker.
To shovel the ranch.
You literally shovel it. And then number 1, of course, is mashed potatoes.
That's your number. I know we discussed this last week, but that's your number 1? After researching and looking at potatoes and all the different variations of potatoes, that's your number 1?
I don't know what you want from me. I already said it was my number 1, okay?
All right. I'm going to have to do some mental switching around because you brought in the smiley fries, and now the baked potato can get off my list because I was running out of
baked potato on your list.
I hate baked potatoes so much, but like I couldn't think of any other potatoes, so it's just number 10.
Can I take scalloped potatoes off my list and add a twice baked potato onto mine?
Oh yes, you absolutely.
Oh my gosh!
I will be doing the same.
I also forgot potato skins. Home fries can get out of here. Number 6 is now potato skins.
Okay. All right. I actually need to do some rearranging here too. But I'll do.
No one's ever gonna see it, but I'm rewriting it on the list now, just so.
just for future reference.
Just so you know.
Whenever Pompeii number 2 happens or something, the world gets covered in ash, and they uncover this piece of paper.
You know how there's a volcano close to Pennsylvania.
All right, is it my go?
Yeah.
All right, so with number 10, because I'm taking scalloped potatoes and baked potatoes off because they don't even deserve to be on there with
Oh,
twice
yeah.
baked potatoes in the list. Wait, you
That's
said another thing that I was able to take 2 off of.
smiley.
Oh, the smiley
fries.
Yes. Okay. So taking off the bottom 2 and just shifting everything down, wedges, like French fry wedges.
Yep.
Oh man, in school I'd be so hyped for those. Those are some of my favorite things, and it's sad that they're number 10. But like, I need to make room for the smiley fries and the twice baked potatoes. All right, number 7, we have home fries.
You just went from number 10 to number 7.
It's not because I'm mentally doing this. Number 9 is home fries. I love me some home fries, but they're not like they're not my go-to potato. You know, it's
Right.
not something I would like cut my arm off for, like tater tots. All right, number 8, we're going mashed potatoes. They have to be good ones. They have to be good ones. If they're
no skins allowed.
If we were talking about last week, if it's got skins, if it's bland, like no go potatoes. Too much pepper, absolutely not. All right,
Exactly.
they have to be good potatoes, and the best mashed potatoes that I have ever had are the ones my mom makes that I was talking about with sour cream and all that jazz in it. So good. All right, what am I on? Number 7? 7?
Number 8.
Really? I did wedges, home fries, and mashed potatoes. That's 3, so I'd be on 7.
Oh, you are on 7. My bad.
You silly goose. Number 7, I'm gonna go with the it's essentially mashed potatoes, but it's encased in a dough, so pierogies.
Okay. I didn't even consider pierogies a potato product. That's just a Polish ravioli.
Yeah, but it's got potatoes, so it counts.
Fine. I'll allow you to have it.
Number 6. Number 6, we're going smiley fries. Number 6 is smiley fries. It's a solid, like, it's up there, but like, again, these top choices, nothing beats them, really, in my opinion. Number 5, we're gonna go hash browns. Specifically, my dad's hash browns. He makes really good, just homemade hash browns. They're very good, but I love really any type of hash brown. The one that's like a tater tot consistency, obviously, tater tots are my favorite, so like that's good too. But just hash browns. Number 4, fresh cut fries with cheese, chili optional. I love chili cheese fries, but the chili is hit or miss in certain places. So, but fresh cut fries like Kennywood's potato patch fries. Oh boy,
That's a solid honorable mention for me. Potato patch fries,
so good. But
sorry, real quick, if you want potato patch fries, but you don't want to have to go to Kennywood, if you go to Permanis, they're the closest thing you can get without going to Kennywood.
That's fair. All right. Yeah. All right. Now we're on to figuring this out. What am I on? Number 3, maybe? I have no idea. I'm going to put twice baked potatoes in here, right here. Twice baked potatoes, number 3, top 3. It's pretty solid. They're delicious. I love them so much. They're like it. You take something garbage like a baked potato and make it infinitely better, and there you go, twice baked potato. Number two, waffle fries. Waffle fries, they're regular fries, but they're in the shape of a waffle, and the way that they go into my mouth, I love waffle fries so much. And number 1, of course, you all know. I changed my background to fit this tater tots.
That's what those are?
Yeah, do you not see that? Do you not see the perfect amount of ketchup with the tot? Like, I love tots so much. True story. I once got in college, they made the mistake of self-serving tater tots. I got half the pan. Like an entire plate mounted on with tater tots. That was my only dinner that day. That was my dinner, and I got an entire cup, probably a good 6-inch tall cup, probably 3/4 full of ketchup, and I just dunked the tots in, plopped it in my. I ate those so fast, and I felt so horrible, but it was worth it.
I'd like to also point out that this cafeteria had bowls. He did not have to use a cup.
Yeah, for the ketchup. I was gonna say the bowls are way too small for the amount of tots that I.
Oh, for the amount of tots, yeah, they're way too small. I'm surprised you didn't just take the pan.
Listen. I would have. I would do the same with the school's pierogies most days. But you know, I was trying to be considerate for the other people. Just only taking half the pan.
I remember some days when the pierogies, when we were real hyped about them. The pierogies were one of the big things that people liked eating. So we would go into line, and if the line was super long, they would give you only 3 instead of 6. So we'd get the pierogies, get back at the end of the line, eat the pierogies that we had while we were in line just to get more. And eventually the lady was just like, here. And she gave me like 9 at one point and just let me, like, just please go sit down.
We tortured those the lunch people there so much, but it was worth it.
It was so I started working in the cafeteria senior year, and like I don't know if it was torture because like I had worse people than us order food from me and like everything. Like working the deli counter at the school, just horrific. Because people would be like, "Hey, can I get it?" And it was like, you got to speak up. There was 1,000 people in this cafeteria, please.
and then all they really wanted was like 2 pieces of toast, and then like they would spread the
grilled cheese for me. And like,
honestly, the caf was a lawless wasteland. Like there was no rules, there was no laws. Like you guys, I think, like to think that there were some rules, but like. No, we would find loopholes. We would get back in line, get more. Doing any sort of self-serve was disastrous. They were not expecting.
The best thing was if you think we were unhinged in like being served, I got bored one day at work and I went, "Hey, what do you think will happen if we deep fry this egg?" And one of the chefs went, "I don't know. Let's find out." We put it in the deep fryer. It just hard boils it, but like
crispier.
Yeah, just like a little brown on the inside for some reason.
That sounds like fun, man. Maybe I should have worked in the caf. No, I had no desire to work in the caf. I worked at a pizza place freshman year, and it was horrible. It was so bad. I'm not like I've worked in food service. Up until college, like I had always worked in food service, but like serving college students just really didn't tickle my pickle at all.
Yeah,
I wasn't interested. I just wasn't.
That was the last real food service job until one of my current jobs has a restaurant in there, and sometimes I make food there because it's just like one of the stations that I can work. It's not something I do always.
Right.
But that was like my last time like really being a full service food worker, and I'm done with it. I did 5 years of food service. I don't need to do anymore.
Yeah, no, it's I for any of our young like looking for a job listeners, don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, well, actually, no.
Jobs.
I recommend that everyone does at least 6 months to a year in food service so you understand how to treat people at a restaurant.
Okay. I don't disagree with that, but don't do it your whole life. Like some people like me
unless you love it
all the way, I guess, but who loves it?
Chefs.
Okay, but that's completely different.
That's food service.
You have zero interaction with mostly zero interaction
hibachi?
With actual people. Don't do hibachi. No, you have to have skills to do that. All you have to do to be a chef.
But you have to have skills to be a chef.
I'm saying as a chef, you can just hide in the kitchen away from any yelling customers. Sometimes they'll break the rules and like come into the kitchen and yell at you, but most often you can hide in the kitchen and unfortunately have the servers deal with it. I
But
feel
still, what I'm saying
empathy
is
for
like,
servers, but
don't like work in any position in food service or customer service like that. You'll learn how to be respectful. I was a host and at Denny's of all places.
yeah,
And I got yelled at so many times by not only the people I worked for, but by customers. And I was like, I just work here, guys.
I think fast food, that's where I always was. I never did any sort of serving or restaurant work. It was all fast food.
Right.
And maybe that's where I went wrong is like people were expecting it. They were expecting a 10-minute thing to make in 4.
Right.
In 30 seconds, honestly. Like some people were so like, let's go after like 2 seconds. Like it pops up on our screen and they're like, all right, where's my food? I need my food right now. It's like, listen, we all have places to be. But chill. We're doing the best we can, especially like during a lunch rush.
Daddy, chill.
Okay.
Thank you so much for listening, everybody. If you enjoy what we do here, please follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. We would love for you also to subscribe to our YouTube channel, where you can watch full video episodes of the podcast 4 weeks after they go live here. So I think by the time this comes out, episode 12 will just be up on YouTube. So go up there, watch through those, like them, subscribe to the channel, and you can also support us on Patreon like always. And it's the best time to do that because coming up on the 31st, we are going to be releasing the Sorcerer's Apprentice discussion. That's going to be a Patreon exclusive. So if you want to hear me just torment Matt about how I'm right about this movie, then please subscribe to our Patreon and give us some support.
Yeah, sure, totally.
Matt, any final thoughts that are not on the Sorcerer's Apprentice?
Yeah, go eat a potato, guys. Savor a potato, I should say. Savor a potato.
Savor. All right. Savor that potato and remember to stay garlicky.